Hello.
Hello, welcome to the Sci-Fi Christian. I'm Ben Anderson.
I'm Ben DiBono.
And here we are for, when's the last time we did one of these movie reviews?
Avengers.
Oh yeah, okay, it's not that long ago,
Yeah,
like 6 months ago.
Right.
Well, here we are. Ben, why don't you hit it?
Okay.
Here we are in Ben's office, where he recently put together a brand new studio-type viewing area.
Right. I actually saw the screen. I got the projector. I have theater seats coming.
Projector up there. What?
Yeah.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Maybe we'll watch movies over here more often.
Maybe every 2 years or so.
Every 2 years? Because I was talking to Ben about, on the way over here, I was like, when is the last time I was over here? And we figured out it was January 2014, and
Yeah.
we are recording this here in December 1st,
Right.
2015. And so if you want to flash back to our podcast, it's when we had the Rainies, Alan and Aaron, over here talking about the Flight of the Angels book that they wrote. So
Right.
that's the timeline. And here we are, December
are.
2015. We're going to watch
Dune.
The
by
movie.
David Lynch.
Dune, the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just saying, I'm not optimistic because I've been watching some David Lynch. Like, what a great director. Very poorly suited for a movie like Dune. So I think this is going to be a disaster.
Well, I have no expectations. I just wanted to hang out with you. I read the book a couple months back. So
And we both love the book.
yeah.
I'm going to
I
guess
mean, you
3
really
stars.
love it. I think I liked it a lot. 5 stars, but maybe not like my favorite book of all time.
Well, it's not my favorite book of all time.
But I think you'd probably put it in your top 5.
No, top 5 of all books of all time.
All sci-fi books.
Maybe. Have to ponder that. It's up there.
So this is just our pre-viewing predictions. You said 3.
Yeah.
I'll say 3 seems reasonable.
Right.
I could see 2.5 to 3 of enjoyment for this guy.
All right.
So here we go.
So we have
Dune. We'll be back with our after movie thoughts next.
Yeah. All right. Well, here we are, 2.5 hours later.
And that was weird.
That was a weird movie.
In some ways, it stuck pretty true to the book.
Yeah.
And in other ways, it was really weird.
Yeah. It was. You could tell that. Well, I know you're not as familiar with David Lynch as I am, but you could, this was a really troubled production. There was a lot of tension between him and the studio. And you could really tell that because he wanted to go make this a weird David Lynch movie, and they wanted to film Dune.
Yeah.
And it kind of wound up as a little bit of both.
Yeah, that's true, because it was so weird in some parts, but then there was a lot of exposition.
Yeah.
Just to so that people watching it weren't like, what's happening? And even with that, I still was like, why is this happening right now? And I read the book.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to.
What? No. I enjoyed it probably exactly what I thought. Like 2 to 2.5.
I gotta say, I was ready to give it a 4 until we moved into, from when Paul meets up with the Fremen, and it just goes into montage mode, and we skip through all these sorts of details. I mean, I think I was happier with it because I like the visual design of it.
Okay.
And I like the David Lynch weirdness. I kind of went into it, I'd already accepted that this wasn't going to be a great Dune movie, but I just like that David Lynch just decides that there's going to be a dog. That there's a dog being carried around in all these scenes. And so I found it kind of endearing. And then, it definitely, you can tell that it got butchered in the editing room.
Well, you told me there's a 4-hour version of this.
Yeah, something like that, like 3.5, 4 hours. Yeah.
Okay, so we talked a lot during the movie, so I'll tell the audience some of the things I was telling you. Number 1, Patrick Stewart was unexpectedly in this movie.
Yes.
You didn't know he was in it.
I knew he was in it, yeah.
I had no idea. Played Gurney, who's a great character.
Came back with a mullet.
Yes, he was a highlight for me.
Yeah, saved the dog.
Yep.
Yeah.
On the low light side, I felt like in the book, the Baron Harkonnen is menacing and evil, and I never got the sense that he was like funny bad, like he was a funny bad guy. And then here it was like He was just sort of laughable, gross. Yeah, I didn't like. I didn't like the portrayal of the Harkonnens at all. That was my least favorite part.
Okay, so it wasn't the book Harkonnen, but the Harkonnens worked for me in a weird kind of way.
Okay, that I don't mind that there were changes from the book at all, even though there were things that were left out. I kind of just like, this is his own animal.
Oh yeah, yeah, it really is. Yeah, we have yet to see the definitive version of Dune on film.
Yeah.
Now there's a Sci-Fi Channel miniseries, but it's not good. I'd say it's worse than this.
Paul, he is a pretty awesome protagonist, but he also is like, sometimes he just kind of seems like a bad guy actually.
Right.
Like even so in the book I felt like that, and in the movie here it's like he is cool and powerful, but I'm not positive he's good.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's part of what you're supposed to be thinking.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. So...
Man, they made Aaliyah creepy, though.
Yeah.
Like, she reminded me of The Exorcist, especially when she did the voice. And yeah.
Yeah, so creepy. I mean, it wasn't... It probably could have been worse.
I'll give it
that. So,
I tell you, here's what I'm glad it wasn't. I'm glad it wasn't bland. It was not a bland movie. And I would take a weird failure, which this was. I enjoyed it as that, though. But I'd take that over a more faithful but dull version.
I'm interested in, now, like you said, reading up on what was going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I kind of want to be aware of... I bet your DVD or Blu-ray that we just watched has
Maybe
some special features. You should watch those and tell me.
Oh, yeah, I'll report back.
Report back. Well...
That's all from here.
That's all from here.
So it's 2.5 for you. I'd say 3.5 for me.
All right. I'm Ben Anderson.
I'm Bendy Bono.
We are the Sci-Fi Christians, signing off.
Bye.